Hey everyone, this is Alan from BMW Durham back again with another video, and we've got another new arrival. It's the 2022 BMW i4 M50 in Brooklyn Gray. Okay, so I'm excited to see and present to you this car. I have yet to even do anything with it. It's here. This is the i4 M50. Not M50i, because that would mean that it is injection. This does not have injection, as this is a full EV, and this is also being heralded as the first EV M car. So let's take a look at this vehicle and see what we can find out about this. So first and foremost, this is a HEA spec, which means amongst the first launch models, there is a spec that is designed just for those originating ones, and that means that this has a couple of different options. So let's talk about what those options are. So we have, in the HEA spec, we have the heated steering wheel, we have comfort access, which we'll talk about, we have 19-inch double spoke 861M wheels in bicolor with the blue M Sport calipers. We've got lumbar support, we've got galvanic controls, we've got ambient lighting, we've got parking assistant plus, we've got Harman Kardon surround sound, we've got the drive recorder, we've got wireless charger, we have BMW Live Cockpit Professional, we have the heads-up display, and we have high gloss black exterior contents. So this car looks really nice, but let's find out more about what this car really is. So this one does have the BMW Laserlights, which look fantastic, and because this is an M or M performance model, whichever way you want to look at it, it does have the M design, like the M Sport, like you'd see on the M440i Grand Coupe. And we've also got the black surround around the kidney. And this kidney, although it is the same type of style as the 4 Series Grand Coupe, you can visibly see it is a little bit different. So we've got a little bit of a, I guess what's that, the Shytech sensors at the top there, and at the bottom we've got the normal style grille that we'd see on the 4 Series. And because this is an EV, we've got the blue ring around the BMW Rondell right on the front there. And we've also got here the M style mirrors. So let me just unlock the car so that you can see that open. And we've also got the new style door handles that we've seen on the G42 M240i and the M440i Grand Coupe. So that's definitely to be expected. Now, if we take a look at the top here, we do have a panoramic sunroof. We've got that new style antenna, which is body colored. And let's take a look at what we've got back here. So because this is an EV, we don't have any exhaust tips, but we have these massive diffusers, which I think is a good replacement. I would hate for this to have fake exhaust tips, because I think that would make no sense. But let's take a look in here. Just kick my foot under there. So again, we've got that blue emblem, or blue ring around the emblem there. And back here, this is a hatch, so we do have the cargo cover piece up at the top here, and then we've got the secondary cargo cover piece here. This bag is full of a charging cord, occasional use charging cord. So let me just move that out of the way. We've got our mats here that have the M colors emblazoned on them. That looks like a Harman Kardon subwoofer. And down here it looks like we've got tire inflator kit. So we've got that over here. We have grocery bag hanger, 12-volt plug. Got a little storage area down here with the front plate bracket. And then over here on this side we've got a little storage area as well. If I lift that up, so I see down there we've got a tow hook, 2 wheel lock keys, so that's perfect. And let's take a look at what is inside of this bag here. All right, so as I expected, this is the new occasional use flexible fast charger. So this is new for the i4 and the iX. So if you buy one of these vehicles, it comes with this style charger, which can plug into a wall for like level 1 charging. But if you get a one of those dryer sockets installed into your garage, you can actually plug this directly into it as opposed to getting a full wall box. Now, there are definitely advantages to having the wall box there, but there's also an advantage to this. And also, if you have a previous hybrid vehicle like an X5 or something, you can go and purchase one of these so that you can actually retrofit this onto into your garage if you didn't already have a wall box installed for that. All right, so let's continue on here. So we do have the buttons up here that we'll normally find on every BMW. And because this is a 4 Series, we do have the washer fluid just built, or sorry, not washer fluid, rear view camera built right into the BMW Rondell back there. Now, just wanted to show you, if we open this, so we have the 2 style plugs there for level 2 and level 3 DC fast charging. And let's take a look in the back seating area here. So we have Harman Kardon sound system in here, as I'd mentioned. And inside of here, we have the black Vernasca leather with the blue contrast stitching, which looks absolutely fantastic. And in the center here, armrest with cup holders. And we have a lever at the top here for center pass-through as well. And the seats can fold in a 60-40 split, which you can release from the shoulder. And on the back of the center console, you've got some vents, rear climate controls, 2 USB Type-C charging ports, some pockets on the back of the seat, and some vents underneath the front seat as well. And just to show you, let's just turn the camera around. All right, so I'm in the back of the i4 M50. My hair just touches the ceiling a little bit, but my head is not touching, so that's okay. And I've got a little bit of room in front of my knees, but not lacking at all. I'm quite comfortable over here. And overall, I'd say not too bad back here. I can fit here comfortably, not like my 2 Series coupe. All right, so entering from the passenger side, sorry, the door sill is filthy, but we've got a M door sill there. And we've got the galvanic controls. And look at that. We have BMW iDrive 8. And because this is an EV, we've got a little bit of a different style on the shifter and the push start button. And this looks really cool in here, but I am gonna miss the physical programmable memory buttons. But let's take a look at that once we get into the driver's side. All right, so let's take a look here. Open up the door. You can't really see it, but there's a welcome light carpet down here. It's too bright for that right now. Over here we've got all of our window controls, side mirror controls, power folding mirror control, memory buttons. You have a button down here that will presumably open, and if the key is inside the car, which I'll put there now, pulling and holding this, yep, it closes. So as long as the key is inside the car, you can use that button to close the hatch. Harman Kardon sound system. And let's take a look at what happens when we get inside the vehicle with iDrive 8. All right, so that's what it looks like in here. Let me start the car. So that's pretty well what it'll look like. I like that little M badge over there. And it says that we have 100% charge. We can travel 367 kilometers with that amount. Seems like we've been beaten on this car a little bit since we've got it. We've got the speedo on the left here, and we've got our power meter on the right side. The bottom there tells us our time, speed limit, the fact that how many passengers are not wearing their seatbelt, the outside temperature, and our range. And then if we continue over here, this is the iDrive 8 system. So one thing I will say is iDrive 8 definitely looks extremely good. It's very, very pretty. It's going to take me a little bit of time, I think, to get used to where everything is, but for the most part, it's not so bad. But one thing I will definitely say, having iDrive 8 combined with this iDrive controller layout, to me feels a lot better, and only because it's more familiar than the iDrive controller and the iX, which I'll talk about more when I do my iX review. But the fact that this controller rotates and tilts left, right, up, or down instead of sliding left, right, up, or down, to me feels a whole lot better, and my fingers know where these buttons are off by heart. I'm gonna have to take some time and memorize how the iX is configured. And also the iX, you have to press really hard on the controller, whereas this is just your normal kind. So it's just a matter of familiarity, I think, more than anything. But it will take me a little bit of time to get used to the iX if I plan to drive that car more frequently. Now, just as I had mentioned, with the HEA spec package, you do have a wireless charger in here, and we've got cup holders, 12-volt plug. And what's also interesting is that because this is an EV vehicle, once we have the car in drive, if we move the shifter towards the left, which would normally be a sport shift, manual shift mode, this puts you into a stronger regenerative braking mode where you can basically one pedal drive. All right. So that is basically the welcoming animation when you open the door. Okay, so next, let's take a look at what happens when we pop the hood. So we just have this massive plastic piece with a big M badge here. That looks good. Underneath here, got some access to some stuff on this side. And on this side, let's take a look. So it looks like we've got access to a reservoir there. And we have washer fluid over here. I'm gonna imagine no Rain-X on this one either, nothing with a silicone additive. And we have positive battery terminal, negative battery terminal here, and I can actually see the car batteries right there. So not really too much that we can do or look at underneath here, but I think that's with good reason. Let's take a chance and give this a nice solid close. All right. All right, so I've just connected my phone via Bluetooth, and I've connected wireless Android Auto. So I just wanted to give you guys a chance to see what this looks like on iDrive 8, and I think this looks awesome because I'm using Android Auto in my BMW right now. I've got iDrive 7, and it is good, but I just want to go on to Google Maps and I just want to check out what that satellite view looks like in here, because I think it'll look really good. Yeah, look at that, eh? Awesome. So that's pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy with this so far. Okay, so now we are in the i4 M50. This is my first time being in here, so let's start the car. So this BMW worked on the soundtrack for this vehicle with Hans Zimmer, the famous composer, to make what an electric sound is supposed to sound, or electric car is supposed to sound like. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the climate control a little bit down. It's a little bit warm in here, and I'm just going to try and make sure that we've got everything set up properly here. So I'm going to first go into drive, and let's see what this is like. So knowing that this is an EV, I know that this is going to have insane instant torque, but let's find out about what this instant torque is like. So let's do this. It's pretty warm today. It's plus 9 degrees outside right now. All right, there's a lot of traffic here. So right away I kind of feel like the brake pedal has a weird feel to it. It's probably because it's an EV, in the sense that I've lifted my foot off the brake and it's not like really unlocking just yet. So let's take a look here. All right, so that instant torque is already pretty ridiculous. Yeah, that is pretty fast. Let's get down here to the end of the street so we can have a chance to feel what this can do from a standstill. Heads-up display looks really cool. It looks a little bit better than the one that I've got on iDrive 7, just for the sense that it has the heading built right into it, along with the speed limit and the current speed, so that's kind of cool. Still at 100% charge. I haven't done anything bad yet. And let's take a look. So I want to just do a tight U here and just see what the turning radius is like. So let's go full lock left, and that is very, very good. Very tight. So next thing I'd like to do is I'm going to just put the car, I'm going to imagine we have to put it into sport mode. So I'm going to just pick a sport boost, which is I think the right mode. And then, of course, there's a truck right there. I think we'll have to put it into, let's see, dynamic traction. Let's see if we can get this launch control going. So yeah, so it's building it's holding something. It says launch control active. Let's take our foot off. Whoa! Okay, that is really fast. I felt like I was in a rocket ship. Did you guys hear that sound? It's like, wow, holy moly. Okay, so that was awesome. Now, it sounded like I was going into hyperspace, which was a cool sound and it was a really cool feeling. I don't know if I would rather have like crazy exhaust sounds. I think I would, but that was a really cool experience. I expected it to be crazy, but it was a little bit crazier than I thought it would be. Listen to that sound. Ooh, I just hit the back of my head off the headrest. Okay, so so I'm in sport, I'm on dynamic traction, I'm on sport boost mode, so this I guess is going to be the maximum in terms of performance this way. Let's do a little highway run just to see what it's like. I'm going to put the traction back to on. And let's take a look here. So we're going to head on to this highway ramp. And I'm just going to punch it from we're going 50 kilometers an hour. I'm just going to punch it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're at 100. Woo! We just hit like a bit over 100 real quick. Oh my gosh, this thing's crazy. Okay. This has such a cool sound to it, but it's not an exhaust sound. It sounds like I'm in a spaceship, and it sounds like we're going into hyperdrive. Also, when I put it in a sport mode, there's like this line that is in the heads-up display. It also turned red, and the whole dash changed appearance as well. Okay, let's get off the highway now. Holy moly, this car can boogie. Wow. Okay, so I'm already impressed. I don't know if I'm ready for this yet. I still love my internal combustion engines. Shame on me, but this is actually awesome. See, this is what car manufacturers need to do to get people like me who don't want to give up their internal combustion engines to move into an electric car. And to be honest, that was awesome. So, we're now at 97% range. I think we're doing pretty good. We're going to turn around, get back on the highway, get back to the dealership. Wow. this thing is bonkers. I want to put it back into comfort for a second. And if I put it to eco, I want to just see how much it actually, yeah, let's put it to eco. I want to see how much it actually reduces the ability to pick up and go. I'm quite impressed already though. Oh yeah, eco feels like not even close, which is good because you need to have a way to conserve electricity. But look, even if I punch it on eco, oh my gosh, I didn't expect it to go that fast. Wow. And handling wise, car handles very well. You can feel that it's got some mass to it, but it has no problem getting this car to hug this corner like this. So even in eco, this thing is deadly. Okay, let's put it back to comfort for a moment. I just kind of see. Okay, so in comfort, it doesn't even. Where's the power meter? It's gone. So I guess in comfort they take the power meter away. It's just the speedometer. And then when you go to sport, you've got the power meter and the thing. So, whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna put it to comfort. And I'm going to put it to one pedal driving because we are coming up to a little bit of a traffic jam here, and I think this might be a perfect opportunity to try something like this. So one pedal driving, let's get into traffic here. Thank you for giving me space. Yeah, so if I take my foot off of the throttle, it slows down quite significantly, which is actually good. This is what you want to have in this feature. One pedal driving seems to be working pretty good in here. It still feels like a BMW in terms of how it handles and maneuvers. That's hands down necessary. But if I, man, woo-hoo-hoo, that sound is just crazy. This one pedal driving is definitely different. I don't know what my thoughts are on it yet. I understand why it's there, but I don't know that if that's something that I really like or not. Okay. Whoops. Something fell off the seat there. Okay, so in terms of what this vehicle is supposed to do, it does it well. It's giving you an electric vehicle so that you don't have to use gas, but they still want you to enjoy it and have fun driving it. And I can definitely say this car is already a lot of fun. I urge you to go and try and test drive it if you have the opportunity to. This is definitely something very special in the sense that we've never had an electric car that performs like this before, and it is definitely an experience. I just wanted to really hear those sounds, and I'm pretty impressed. They sound really cool. I feel like I'm in a spaceship in the sense that those sounds kind of just feel like I'm going into hyperdrive, and literally it feels like I am going into hyperdrive. Wow. I'm really glad I went and did this. The only problem now is I'm pretty sure this car will make me want to get into the Sport Boost all the time, just the same way my car makes me want to go to Sport Plus all the time. Alright, we've got the advanced green. I've got way more disposable torque than any of these cars in front of me, so I'm going to have to take it easy. And I just want to take it up the street one more time, so I'm going to get a chance to really feel what's going on here. So I'm still in the one pedal driving mode in Sport Boost, and it's still working very good. Man, oh man, what a crazy vehicle this is. the sound just sounds like it's like the perfect sound for this kind of car, because really this car doesn't have any sounds other than wind and such. But like compared to when they had the i3 and the i8, you get into the car and it's like making these like those kinds of sounds. Like, yeah, those sounded like they're from the future, but they didn't make me feel like, man, this car is so cool. All right, let's see if we can do another one of those nice pulls here. So we've got a nice turning radius. And from here, not even gonna do a launch, I'm just gonna punch it. Oh my God. Ah! Wow. I wonder if they will let me DYB this thing someday. i4 M50, my goodness. Okay, up until this test drive, I had really no desire to buy any type of electric vehicle or even hybrid or anything, but this, I would like to drive this. That was awesome. I'm glad you guys were on this ride with me. Oh, I can't stop smiling. This car inspires joy, which is ultimate driving machine things. Okay guys, so I just want to show you how you get into that launch mode. So first and foremost, you're in drive, you put the car into sport boost mode, and then you put the traction to the dynamic mode. That's why it's written down there in yellow. I have my left foot on the brake, I put my right foot on the gas, and it says launch control active immediately. It doesn't have to really build the boost because this is an electric motor. It doesn't have the same type of turbos and such as the last cars. Now I just want to show you, so if we're in comfort, all I see is this speedometer on the left. Now I'm sure that there's probably ways to customize all this that I haven't had a chance to really play with yet. But then if I go to Eco Pro, it does show the speedometer and the power meter. And then if I go to Sport, it goes into a much more sport focused view, which is all red and makes you feel like going faster. So just wanted to give you a chance to see some of those views. And also, we are going to have to take some time and play around this iDrive 8. Definitely going to have to learn more about it. I think it's going to be actually not too bad in terms of getting to know where everything is, but I will definitely say it's going to take some time in the sense that it is just going to be me going through everything, trying to figure out where everything is. Once I have a bit more of an understanding about all this, I'll try and make a video showing more of what we have to offer in iDrive 8. All right, everyone, so that was my quick tour of the 2022 BMW i4 M50. What a beast. So I just want to share some specs with you. So the car has 536 horsepower, 586 foot-pounds of torque, and it has 435 kilometers range with the 19-inch wheels. It has a little bit better range if you get the 18s or worse range if you get the 19s, which is interesting. If you like that video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.